and then we'll move the mic over to Beltz Mining next, which is an Australian public unlisted company founded by Nkandu Beltz in 2019. Through its Zambian-registered subsidiary, Kopano Mineral Resources Limited, the company owns various mineral exploration rights in Zambia, located near world-class copper deposits. Beltz Mining is positioned to become a leading copper exploration company in Africa while driving economic growth in the communities in which it operates. And here to talk about the company today is founding director Nkandu Beltz and non-executive director Jeff Foster. Please take it away, Nkandu and Jeff.
Hello and good afternoon. Thank you very much for the wonderful introduction. It will just be me at the moment. Jeff will not be joining us. So what I would do is I will just go straight into it. All right, so the disclaimer, my lawyer says it's very important that we go past that. I am the founding director of Beltz Mining Limited. As you can see, we have got a really good board that have got the Zambia experience, both here in Australia as well as in Zambia. Why Zambia? I will skip that for now. We know that it's the second largest producer of copper at one point in the world. And as you can see, we have been ranked second in Africa. We're sitting on the Lufilian Arc, which most of you are familiar with. And as you can see from Maikesa, where our two flagship projects are, the Mwekera project, which is the traditional copper belt in Ndola, my hometown, and then the Luswishi project, which is in the northwestern province, where there's quite a lot of activities happening there with the likes of Kansanshi and Lumwana. This is a map of Zambia in a nutshell. The project itself has got a mineralization of about 7.5 kilometers, and this is the Mwekera belt. The works that we have done so far, we have done some geochemical work, and as you can see, we've received some really good results, very encouraging results. And one of the things that I really like about this project, other than it being in my hometown, is that it sits very close to a frontier mine here in the DRC. And we've got their tailings here, and we are about 7.5 kilometers from frontier. We've also done some IP, and as you can see, we are all getting very good results as well for our IP program. In this little box here, we do have a Chinese mine which has been in operation for quite some time, Macrolink. And these guys, they did hit copper at 20 meters with the ranges of 1.1%. So my understanding is that we've got the shallow bits in here, and then we've got sort of a deeper deposit down here. So from these targets which have been generated from the IP, we have designed a drilling program. So we are going to make about 16 holes along this area and there for the target. And as you can see, we do have that sort of frontier style type of mineralization, and we are hoping that the results will be quite encouraging. The works that we have done so far, they're showing to be very, very good results. So this is one of the maps which you can see from where the Chinese are operating, right in there. And then these are the targets that we intend to drill this month, actually. So the proposed program is to do a 4,000 to 5,000 drilling program on the identified mineralization, and then yeah, and then after that, we will conduct a scoping and feasibility study, and yeah, and then design safe and efficient plans. The second project is the Mwekera project, which is quite large. And this one sits in Northwestern Province. As you can see, it's on the Luswishi Dome, just on the edge of the dome there. This project initially, when we acquired it, it was almost 500 square kilometers of land, so we had to have it. And that was after we did some geochemical work. We've done some sampling of the program, of this license in particular, and our main areas of interest, as you can see, are just yeah, this part of the license, as well as just under what is classified as a dambo in that area. We've also identified some targets, which were the works were done by Vale. The idea is to go back and now do an IP program on this particular anomaly. And as you can see, they are quite large and quite good as well. So our investment highlights is that, you know, there is a lot of historical and initial exploration data that we've been able to acquire, not only from the Zambian government, but then also from yeah, other sources. The project for the Ndola Mwekera is on strike from the giant frontier mine. And you know, the copper belt itself, yeah, there's a lot of mines which are in the area. We're not far from Mufarila, for example, and yeah, and other areas. There is a strong demand for copper, as Jason mentioned, and as we transition to the renewable energies, and the copper prices have been stable for quite some time. There's also opportunities to joint venture, and I'm sure you know that the Zambian government has been very active in trying to bring investment into the country. So I will leave it to that, and I'm sure we will be able to share this presentation. Thank you very much, Alex.
Thank you, Nkandu. That was great. Really good. Nice quick synopsis of everything you're doing at Beltz. We've got time for a few questions. I've got a few questions that have come in, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Well, you touched on it just there briefly at the end, but in terms of support from, you talked about government support, but what support have you received in Zambia to advance the company and progress your two copper projects?
One of the things that we're receiving from the Zambian government is they've identified that, you know, they know that Zambia needs this investment. We've had a history in the past that hasn't worked in our favor. So with the current administration, they've invested significant amounts of money into the exploration. And one of the things that we are receiving is access to data, because, you know, if you don't have adequate data, it's very hard to yeah, to advance the projects. And then the other is the cadastre system. It's digital now, so everything can be applied online, which is far much easier. ZCCM has got, which is an investment arm for Zambia, for the government. They've got some cash with them, so they are too willing to joint venture with, you know, other companies in terms of financing some of these projects. So we work very closely with the Geological Survey as well, and you know, share ideas and yeah, see what their geologists have to offer that we may not have.
Good collaboration opportunities there.
Yes.
Now, with you being a unlisted company at the moment and seeking to list on the ASX potentially, would you consider IPO or RTO as you know, either of those be suitable options or preferred options in the current market?
Well, I think a reverse takeover would be quite ideal at the moment. Yes. So we've been having some advanced conversations with a number of shells here in Australia, and that I think that would be the best route for us. We do have an opportunity to get more projects into the company, but first we need to put some drill holes into Mwekera as well as Luswishi.
And do you have a timeline in mind for doing that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So the drilling program is already in place, and all the approvals or the permits have been granted, so we are good to go. And depending on the outcome of the meeting this afternoon, we may be making some announcements as early as next week.
Okay. Yeah, exciting times indeed. That's good, Nkandu. Well, thank you very much for your time today. Really appreciate you dialing in and running us all through the opportunity you have in front of you. Thank you very much.